What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Michele and professional TA2 Transam racer.
And I'm Anthony Filio. I'm Michelle's husband and crew chief mechanic for GUR Racing.
So we are the GUR Racing team, and we are here today because we're really excited. We're bringing on a new partner for 2020, and that is PFC Brakes. So we're going to go through why we're going with PFC and the reasons we think it will be helpful, and also all the other changes we're going to make right now today to our car. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to go check out all the other episodes that we have on this channel. We are actually also have a street car build that we're doing that we called Project Camaro, so be sure to go check that out.
Yeah, and we decided we're actually going to start shooting some more race car stuff this year. We've been pretty quiet on YouTube, but we did come back with Project Camaro. We've got another little project sitting back here.
Probably can't see
it, but we'll be doing some stuff with that too. And this isn't going to be like a series per se. This will be
bonus footage.
Just kind of following us through the year and our endeavors into our second year in Pro Transam. So if you guys want to follow along, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, leave some comments, all that good stuff. But today let's get into this PFC brake stuff.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about this. We have actually been talking with PFC for over a year, not having any issues with it, but my first year in Trans Am was last year in 2019, and I learned a ton. When you jump into a tube chassis car or even any new car, there is a lot to learn, absorb, try to understand, and so one of the things that I struggled with all last year was actually my brakes. I'm still learning these big cars. I come from an import racing background. I used to run my Scion FRS in the US Majors Tour, won a couple championships with that. But now that we're into these bigger cars, a lot more horsepower, a lot more weight transfer that's important. So to get the car to turn, you've actually got to understand how to balance the weight. So basically, last year I struggled with my brakes, and the answer, after a lot of research, a lot of discussion, has been PFC brakes. So very, very excited to get these on the car. And they're a little bit different than my setup that I have right now, which is going to make Anthony's job a whole lot easier.
I like that, yeah. So this setup we're going with this year with PFC is a different style rotor and a different style hat for the rotor. This year's stuff is going to be much more user-friendly and time-friendly as far as doing brake changes and stuff like that at the track. This year's hat setup is much different. As you can see, there's no holes in the hat to actually bolt and mount the rotor to it, and that's going to be a really awesome thing. We'll come in and give you guys a close-up in a little bit on how this system works compared to the setup we're currently running.
Yeah, so anyways, really excited about sharing this stuff with you guys. We're going to actually put it on the car today, so it's going to be an awesome video to share that with you guys if you have interest in learning about how the TA2 car is set up and actual real racing products made for racing.
So the full lineup we're using from PFC this year on our TA2 car is going to include their brake pads, their rotors, their hat setup, their calipers, and then the new caliper brackets that will mount onto our car. And
specifically for TA2, and this is going to be, it's going to be so helpful. I can't wait. I'm super excited.
I'm going to show you the difference between the rotor and hat setup we ran in 2019 versus the stuff we're going to with PFC for 2020. So this is our old hub hat rotor setup off our TA2 car. This is a rear, I think it's the left rear. So you can see here, so this is obviously the rotor, this is your hat, and this is your hub, okay? Hub, hat, rotor. You can see on here, these are called T-nuts. This is a floating rotor setup. So you got this movement that is totally fine and normal. That's what this is set up to do. And the way the rotor mounts to the hat is these 8 bolts, and they are all safety wired together. This takes a long time to do at the trackside. As most of you know, if you race, if you don't know, at the racetrack, extra time, there's no such thing. So taking time to do this is really killer. And I have trust issues, and we have help that comes to the track, and I can't just say, here, put my brakes together for me. I usually end up standing over the shoulder, babysitting the whole nine. So this whole system just isn't gonna cut it for us this year.
But to get this package on our car, we actually have to change our current hubs. So what are we gonna change them to? Let's show you guys. Ta-da! So in order to run the PFC brakes that we're super excited about, we have partnered with Joe's Racing, and we've got these awesome billet hubs for the race car. So super stoked to have Joe's on board, you guys. I don't know if you don't know who Joe's is, because they make some awesome products, elite products. I mean, beautiful craftsmanship. It's just even pretty to look at this stuff. So very, very, very excited to be a part of Joe's this year. And yeah, that's why we're here going to tell you guys about what we've got out here.
Another thing I like about Joe's, their colors. Yeah.
Bigger Racing, Joe's, we're on the same page.
All right, guys, so what we have here are the new hubs for the car that will bolt up to our new hat and rotor assemblies.
All right, so to start, you guys, obviously these are our hubs. This would be our front, very lightweight, obviously, amazing quality and finish. So we'll give you guys a close-up on that. And then, of course, it is a kit. It comes with new wheel bearings, which are great. It's always makes me feel better when we replace our wheel bearings. I don't know how often you do it.
You can get a full season out of your wheel bearings as long as you pack them and take good care of them. I do change them probably halfway through the season, just because. You
don't want something like this to take you out of a race. I mean, it's like I think it's like a $30 part.
Yeah,
so.
They might be like $40 each. Each corner takes 2, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah, it makes me feel better, and easy maintenance item. Anthony and I are always repacking our bearings and doing as much preventative maintenance as possible. So you do get new bearings with the kit. You also get the locking ring and the seal. So we'll be using all this stuff and putting it in. And then obviously you've got the rears over here. A little bit more weight to the rear, but gosh, just amazing. They're just amazing to look at. I love them. Yeah. We got new wheel studs, which is pretty awesome. We actually had a failure on one of our wheel studs in the last race that I won. Came off the track and literally was like missing one.
Yeah, these are all ARP studs. Joe's only uses the best. Actually, they make most of their stuff in-house. They have a huge facility that they, all made in the USA.
Manufactured by Joe's, so you know you're getting good stuff. So yeah, same thing for the rears. Got your bearings and then your seal and your locking ring. We went ahead and got a couple extra of the spindle nut assemblies. It's just good to have. I mean, we never really had any major issues with ours, but it's just nice to know you have extra when you do.
Yeah.
This right here is going to be the spindle nut socket.
Yeah, the spindle nut socket is specific to the actual nut itself here. That's what you'll use to torque down and everything like that. We did have one on the previous setup that we used too, and we'll get in a close-up, but this locking mechanism they have on here, awesome. Seems way more durable and way more secure than our last setup. It's got 2 screws versus 1, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, so and then last we have a couple valve core tools. Awesome to have these. If you guys know anything about racing, typically you want to use nitrogen in your tires. There's a way to purge your tires, but these are great to have, and it's always good to have 2. Because if you have one, you don't even know where it is, right. Or someone else is using it. All right, so that's kind of what we've got from Joe's. Really excited to have all this new stuff for the season right off the bat. Let's go ahead and get a closer look so you guys can see in detail how great this product really is. All right, so let's take a closer look at our Joe's hubs, and I'll show you guys how they're going to work with our PFC rotors. So here's the hub from Joe's. We have actually swapped out the hat. This is the PFC hat that we've got bolted on here. The billet hub kit actually comes with the floating rotor style, like our older style that we're taking off. So we just remove that, and then we put on the PFC, and then when we're ready to mount the rotor to it, this will just simply mount up. Glad you can edit this out. I'm gonna mount up just like that, and then we'll put that locking ring in there. And so that is going to be our new hub. This one is a rear. And then as we talked about, we've got our new wheel bearings. And I will take these out so you guys can check them out. Each corner obviously gets the 2 wheel bearings. And then we also have the seal, new seal. Oh, sorry. Where are you? Okay. We also have the new seal. And then we have the spindle nut washer with the notch there so you can line it up correctly. And the spindle nut locking ring, I guess is what we can call it. It's nice because it's got those 2 screws to lock it in with the notch, you guys can see. And that completes one of our hubs from Joe's. So now we've got all of our hubs assembled to the hats, and I'm going to show you how to connect the rotor to the hub assembly. First, we will put the rotor on, just like that. Now I'm going to put some gloves on because this ring that's going to secure the rotor to the hat is kind of sharp. So put some gloves on, make sure I don't get sliced. All right, so we will separate it from the point. See that? So it's actually like almost goes around 3 times. And so we are going to start with it on here. And you just slide it in the groove. All right, so yeah, we just want to get it in the groove and just keep walking it around. It's super easy, you just have to kind of get it started. And we're almost there. Boom, done. That's it, you guys. How easy? I mean, really, how awesome is that? So definitely gonna love this at the track. Super easy to do. Yeah, I'm kind of blown away. That was like, it was way easier than having this safety wire, all those bolts to the rotors. So yeah, that was super easy. I'm super pumped on this. It looks great. Very secure fit. And yeah, this one's ready to go. So we'll just get the rest of them done and move on.